हेलो वेलकम गाइस। चलो गाइस अभी तो स्टार्ट हो रहा है VCT वॉच पार्टी। तो गाइस चलो देखते हैं VCT वॉच पार्टी VCT स्पेसिफिक स्टेज 2 ग्रुप स्टेज एंड डे 2। यू गाइस चेक कर लो DRX वर्सेस जेंजी कौन जीतेगा गाइस। बताओ गाइस जल्दी से जल्दी कौन जीतेगा, जल्दी से जल्दी बोलो गाइस कौन जीतेगा। जो भी स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो गाइस फटाफट लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब कर दो। और हाँ कुरुड वो फक
Go ahead and take down Munchkin. Does he expect the double face coming through, though? Is he starting to call the re-rotate out? Big wide swing coming through, Haun's up over the top. It's a little bit more information, but for now, the wall
okay.
is situated here to go ahead and lock off this side of the map. No mid attention being paid here by DRX for the moment, so might just have to try to break this one down. His flashback going to be noted here on the Jiggle Peak.
That should give enough information for the rotates to come through for GENG once the break starts coming through, because with the time ticking the way it is, they're not really going to have many other options if they do start clearing it. But they still have time to make one more rotate here.
Okay.
It has been saved. Foxy not sending that over to Ash quite just yet, so still does hover around 70 HP and does not have a slow orb. Try to slow things up here. Seems like it's just going to be a wait out on the wall. Flashback. Welcome back to the stage. Finds a critical shot. Tailwind forward out into the open goes Hyunmin, and it is just into the meat grinder.
Fuck man.
Time is not going to be there. Flashback.
Nice one, Foxy. Nice one, flashback.
And that is not going to happen. Swing out here from Ash, wanting to try to poke and prod, wanting to get this charge, as he will be able to do so. A 4K from Ash, a pistol for
Nice
GENG.
Nice one, GENG.
Yeah,
nice
really like the way GENG has things thought out. Pretty simple, but pretty effective on this B site. Get the space, use the haunt to get the information. That allows you to feel the safety to put up that wall, buy some time. DRX tries to wait it out as long as physically possible. Don't check a corner. One of the things that is a hallmark of this map is going to be...
Hello, Riddick. Hello, welcome to the stream, bye.
That are going to be really annoying to deal with for both teams, on both sides of the coin. Something to be aware of.
Texture. Going to push forward the drone right there. Relay bolt's going to be sent out. Not really able to scale off of that one, but still good damage suffered as Estrella
Nice,
will just get torn apart. Munchkin with that Spectre in hand. Able to find quite a bit of damage as there's Karan here on to Mako. Him down to 56. Flashback just around the corner. Trying to wide swing out. Spamming the right clicks, but in the end, it's going to be a flawless here. As GENG having some very firm control to start.
Nice, GENG. Nice.
Yeah, I like the aggression at the orb taps as well. Putting some pressure on the DRX, getting in their heads a bit about how and when they're going to be able to take those orbs. So maybe you're going to see them tap it, kind of pull back, kind of give yourself some time and info. Oh, that's nasty. Just found the angle, but I like this follow-up play off of Texture's contact. Use the snake bite into a push out.
Clearly, the team's just immune to jet lag. Everybody's just very energetic.
Must be nice.
Yep, GENG. Chalo guys, GENG जीतेंगे.
How aggressive they are here at these mains. Now they've got the wall on the other side. You know, no contact, so deep. The immediate response. It's kind of forced the hand of DRX here. So GENG really playing into the information game early. And I really love the ideas that we're seeing.
Yeah.
You know, like the desk was talking about, kind of a game of cat and mouse if teams are going to pick this map or not.
Triple push.
Yeah.
Working their way down mid, nothing going to be spotted. Mako potentially about to be at risk. He's going to take the long way around. Texture out in front as the swing comes through. A little bit off kilter, and they will just multi-man face in towards the enemy Neon. So ends up getting taken down. Footsteps made here. Mako drifting away. Tripwire is going to be set up behind. Early alert system, but it's not going to tell them how many players are going on this push. Granted, the Guardian on the floor. It's just the 3 Spectres to speak of, and Estrella here's plenty of them ring out. Swing coming through. Khan able to find one. Ash with the Bulldog. Trades it back. Already a decent amount of damage dealt. Any more weapons lost, and DRX still going to be feeling the pain even with a round win. No grab here on the flashback. It's playing a little bit further off the push forward. It goes on red. Swing in though. Foxy9 able to find a timing. Swaps the weapon over. Looks for the headshot.
Nice
Will be able to put him down. 3 casualties.
Come on.
DRX get themselves on the board, denying the bonus conversion.
Yeah, not bad for DRX, but it cost them quite a bit. And again, GENG so aggressive on the map early. Sort of starting to remind me a little bit of like old school Split when people used to run Sage on that. Kind of throw a wall at one of the mains or the other, put some pressure on the other side of the map, and just make your opponents make a play. Texture there, couldn't connect. I think he threw his aim off a little bit. With his first shot of the Guardian, might have made a slight movement. And now, you are going to be able to still get the rifles for DRX. Important round here. Spot on to Foxy9, but still looks like he's going to hang on to that wall for now. As you got a big push towards mid. This is going to be a common wall you're going to, or a smoke you're going to see. Both teams are going to want to try to take some mid control from the center part near those stairs. So for DRX, they're going to be the ones to throw it out there. JigglePeek almost gets punished.
Somehow able to strafe away without any damage taken. This wall, Munchkin makes trying to scale forward into mid.
चलो guys, GENG हो जाए.
At the same time, DRX continuing to not even really play around Estrellas.
Yeah, this is a nice Viper wall. Makes it really annoying for DRX to try to get info. Try to get some clean hits to go.
Munchkin waiting at the ready here with the bite in hand. Poison Orb gets bloomed, sends it. Gunmen trying to straight forward, but Ash just massacring them, finds 2 quick kills. Munchkin now scaling forward, Spike down on the floor, just here around the corner. Cease does find the grab there onto Estrella, but they cannot flush him out. He's alive here for the moment. 15 seconds. Ultimately, this is going to be a save here for the side of DRX.
Nice, nice, nice. GENG, nice.
Dialed in. Should be able to find a kill here on the texture.
Oh,
Swings out
texture.
a little bit wider. Offsets that
Let's
crosshair.
go.
Texture, snappy as ever. Comes away with the elimination. They're going to look for a little bit more. Karan trying to find Estrella. Can't quite get the gun out of hand, but still going to be very solid damage dealt. GENG now up 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, you're starting to see that both teams
Nice
are
one, GENG.
feeling
Nice
the map
one.
out a little bit.
Good.
This combo, using the snake bite into the poison cloud, just makes it so difficult to identify this crossfire.
Yeah,
GENG
Riddick.
has
Yeah,
set up, and Ash is
Priester.
gonna
Nice one,
collect.
nice one.
And that basically ends the
Let's
round.
go,
There's
boys.
not much more that DRX felt like they could do there. So far, so good. Toxic
Yep.
screen again, gonna cut through mid and B. A deeper toxic screen though for DRX here. Try to take a little bit of map control themselves. GENG wants to contest.
Paranoia out. Karan swinging in and getting the
Oh.
transfer. Just when you thought he should have absolutely been dead. He outdoes them, and Mako cannot escape. Just a counter spam forward into the smoke in this play. This crunch here from GENG is looking damn near immaculate. Estrella able to find one, but still in such a rough spot. Forced back away yet again. Spike narrowly scooped up here by Flashback. But where are you meant to go? What are you meant to do?
Don't know. You gotta catch GENG making a mistake. Still a ton of time on the clock, but I was gonna say so dangerous crossing mid.
4K? Nope, not quite. Decent shot back from Estrella. One charge away will get his hit no matter what.
Chal, let's go, let's
It's
go,
kill,
GENG.
plant, or death.
See how slow it is. You have to take so long to check these corners. Yeah, at some point you realize,
Back away.
yep, it's time to hide.
Well, 4-1. Curious to see if DRX
10
will
seconds
look to be
left.
a little bit more proactive with the timeout calls here. Given how fresh this map is, or if they're going to wait, sit back, see if the players are going to be able to course correct a little bit. Worth
Nice
mentioning
one.
that we can confirm it is Estrella who's going to be IGLing here for the DRX squad.
These rounds have been just painstaking. That's just outrageous, Karan. 2 players shooting at him, just a little side
Not
step.
even the one, you know, no paranoia hit.
Yeah, no. Didn't need it to. Just a little shimmy and a crouch, and he finds 2 quick headshots. So Bai is weak for DRX.
Yes,
The
yes,
rifle
good
passed
round.
over
Yes,
to
good
Gunman.
round. Yes,
See if
Roster.
they want to
Karan
try
OP.
to go for some kind of quick execute,
Karan.
but you know that wall has often been over on A, and there it is. Trying to use an off angle here.
Clear the segment, but Foxy9 playing on top of that one, able to find the kill. Is now out into the open goes Mako, still able to go ahead and take down the enemy Sage. Flashback desperately trying to get that shot across, eventually does so, but Texture continuing to scale forward, goes on the push, and he's already seen Freeing, knows that he's there within the smoke, and he's trying to find the kill, but Mr. 4K won't come online quite just yet. Freeing finds his first. Struggles to find the Phantom, but eventually picks this one up. Tucked into Cubby for now. So the players, Munchkin, Ash, can just try to wait for the sound of the spike going down before they start scaling out of yard.
Yeah. So
Timing.
I mean, so much for Freeing to think about.
Are.
The angles. So much time has passed. Zero idea where GENG is going to be. Is he just going to play around the world here?
Seems like he is.
Has the
30
time.
seconds left.
Footsteps should just be a hair out of range there. Ping coming down into mid. It seems like GENG starting to suss out that this rotation has come through.
Good one, Ray.
Looking to be thorough. Will still have a good amount of time to make this wrap coming through. As the spike just now gets ready to go down.
10 seconds
You
left.
get the Hunter's Fury here, but are you really going to get the opportunity to use it?
I mean, maybe you played all the way back out, but given that there's 2 players in there completely untouched,
Exactly.
ultimately the answer is going to be no. See how they decide to divvy up the forces. It looks like Munchkin cutting his way up in towards tower. Freeing. Tuck that connector, the Prowler, checking around the site. Nothing spotted quite just yet. Haunt, however, it gives up the game. Up and over the top.
Are.
Munchkin is there, waiting.
Nice one,
Strikes.
Ray. Parang.
And that's going to be now
Ring.
5-1. As Munchkin
Nice try, nice
one
try.
charge away from having the ult online.
Yeah, I mean, so now you start to kind of question how defender-sided will this be really?
The other maps today have been defender-sided, so why not Corrode as well?
Yeah, might as well, I guess. I love this little wall there from Foxy9. Good for that kill. Texture aggressive with the neon. But he's got flashback in a bad spot. Wanted that 4K so bad. And it's good to go, though.
Timeout.
Able to hold on, hold steady. Now there's that timeout you were looking for, DRX. Time to
Yeah,
rethink
baby.
their strategy here. I mean, this is a toughie for me. It seems like GENG's just got really good plans on how to take map control at literally every possible choke point that you're offered.
क्या
at
कहते हो guys? कौन जीतेगा? कौन जीतेगा? जल्दी बोलो. GENG?
And they haven't really given up much.
No, not at all. Just feels like widely
टाइम आउट तो आना ही था. एकदम भाई. पता था टाइम आउट आएगा.
It's very rough around the edges. I think Abyss may be the one exception to that. But you think about when they first brought out the Fracture, all the way back those many years ago, over at Champs, I do believe. And then the Lotus.
Yep.
Our first season of Pacific
Oh boy,
in the grand final. That
Man.
was quite something.
that was a long time ago.
Well, obviously, the improvements have been there, and they've become, you know, they've become a force to be reckoned with. On
So
pretty
stream
much
देख
every
रहे हो guys.
single map, but
फटाफट like share and
the
subscribe
views
कर दो.
have often been rocky. Foxy, though, alone here at A main. Start over the top, making a spot on. He's actually walled himself in.
This has to be intentional.
Oh, for sure. Does he have enough cover to try to tuck back is the question without the gun barrel being spotted. Otherwise, they're going to have to just continue cycling these smokes in the poison orb. They really want to try to get DRX to step forward into this trap. Oh, never mind. He's got just enough of a gap to get out.
It's a cute wall, though. Now you got this op to contend with. It's over at B main. He actually tagged Freeing there.
Yeah, he did. Freeing gets hit to 76.
Oh,
He
fuck.
shot at where the drone was being deployed from.
Nice.
Straya just swings in, continuing to try to contest. Well, if it were me, and I knew that Texture had an operator on the opposite side, I would be running as quickly into the opposite direction as I could. Karan, little chickle peek over the top. Paranoia towards Yard. Hyunmin trying to dash in, trying to find something, and does instantaneously take down Foxy9. Munchkin at the same time, though, trying to hold it down the line. Karan gone. Hyunmin flushed out, flashback. Desperately trying to get some of these wall bang shots.
Oh, nice
Will be able to find
shot,
the kill
man.
on the Karan. Sends up the neural tip, picks up the spike. Tag into the rear. Spike can come through, but forced away the relay bolt. Denying the haunt, revealing. And he just doesn't have the time. Texture has the headshot, timeout call. Not working a treat, 6-1, GENG. Running away with this defender side.
Yeah, it looked like maybe this was going to be
Nice one,
DRX's
nice one.
chance. You're able to get Gunman through. A little bit of a reveal there from Freeing's util. But Texture just so fearsome with that operator. There's that crossfire again, set up by GENG.
Yeah, nice round, nice
I mean,
round.
They understand this map. They understand how to choke out their opponents. They're doing a great job of it. I'd say a little bit of a misstep from Karan. He didn't need to challenge flashback as quick as he did, but time was ticking anyway.
That's a bigger misstep from Estrella.
Yeah, I agree. Trying to challenge that op. Not going to go well for you. Foxy has a res available. A lot of ults, though, for DRX. It just feels like you got to get in a spot to use them. I mean, you're going to have to use the Hunter's Fury if you get a spot just to open the map up for yourself a little bit. Doesn't feel like it's something that you could even save for the post plan at this point for DRX because of how poorly things have started here on this attacker's side. And there's just so much util that GENG brings to bear.
Flashback, another good kill. 8-7-0. Really trying to get DRX back into these rounds. Big push up. Over here on the angle. Once again, Estrella dead. Double swing out into mid. Flashback going to be flushed out as Ash is able to collect the kill. Texture on the reposition.
30 seconds left.
Caught by the paranoia.
Oh, nice shot, Texture.
And continues to find Valorant
Wow.
with the quick scope.
Hi.
Delivers the 4K. He's back online. He's back on home soil. And he's back to the top of the leaderboard.
He's just so good. Flashback finds a nice
क्या
opener,
था भाई ये क्या था?
but you're gonna have to think of some way to deal with that operator. I mean, you're running a flashless comp here other than the paranoia for the side of DRX. So maybe the Solva util, maybe a cam, I don't know.
Get out of my way.
Something's gonna have to be saved. Blades are gonna be activated.
Texture on the peak. Just around the corner.
Nice
Relay
यार.
to delay. Hyunmin cannot peek off the back of that now.
Yes, Rustas.
Texture.
Texture OP
He's
भाई.
rescaling. Sees that the spike
What
is on
the
the floor.
fuck?
Finds Hyunmin. Cannot get the shot on the Mako, but it seemed like for a second he was going to be able to make it happen. Mako will have the operator here in hand. Whether or not he can find value from it is a completely different question.
This is still tricky, even though you get the op.
The double face in.
Nice.
Just dodging around the shot. Takes down his
पीछे तो
former teammate,
देखो
Mako.
फ्लैशबैक पीछे तो देखो फ्लैशबैक के तुम लोगों के पीछे जेंजी पीछे देखो
Just the sheriffs now. His flashback has gotten it deep, but he could see
टेक्सचर OP
GENG
yes
are
guys
so well aware of the negative space, what they've given up. Sights trained into the back. Would need to be clean shot, but that's going to be a dink right through the wall. The paranoia pushing him
30
into the
seconds
corner.
left.
Karn reading it well as Foxy9 now.
Enemy remaining.
Eyes on Estrella. The fight not
nice
deep
Karan.
enough. And Karan there, they go ahead and clean him up. 8-1. Second timeout call. Looking likelier and likelier.
Can someone
So you
gets
see the
this second
timer
chance.
stop. It seems like it's already been sent.
Yeah, I mean, you got to figure something out. It doesn't matter how defender side of the map is. You got to get a couple. You know, your opponents could take a pistol and the anti-eco, and then things are just out of control, out of your hands almost. And I mean, I don't know what the answers can be here because GENG is so efficient at playing off of contact. You know, they have the operator, that's annoying as hell. Boxy's done a great job of using his wall to great effect to either get info or play off of info. Karan's just hit a couple banger shots in mid to kind of make that part of the map feel a little bit more difficult. They set up these great crossfires outside of both B main and A main. So you're looking at really difficult propositions to clear all this. So you either got to come up with one of the best util dumps you can think of, which is DRX. They're well known for this kind of thing. Definitely possible, but again, you don't have a ton of kind of ability to do that without GENG being pretty darn aware of it with the way
Let's
they're
go,
playing.
GENG, let's
You're
go.
setting up for these executes either like in B lobby or A lobby, but at that point you're trying to figure out where the op is, and you might have already lost a player. It's been very challenging.
बट भाई कुछ भी हो सकता है मैंने e-sports
GENG
देखा है
for
ना भाई
bringing two
TH
ups
ने
here.
कुछ भी किया है भाई
Foxy, one in hand. And given the money that they have, it's
Why not?
likely, yeah, another weapon behind this anyway. Just been holding on to the res. Haven't had too many casualties thus far. As Honk gets cleared out, Texture pivoting across, gets himself deep into mid. It's going to be a very far back play here from Munchkin. Does get spotted over here in tower. Smoked out, cycling over the top as Hunter's Fury looking for the kill, able to find it, freeing. Taking him down, fishing for a little bit more. Tag not found, flashback. Playing the same position, Texture very wary of this. Looking to try to get rid of this Cypher. Shots now being sent. They're both going to be thrown in, and Texture just trying to barrel stuff him with that op. Ash does manage to go ahead, scale forward, trades that one back. Ultimately though, DRX. Player advantage is theirs. Pit in play here on the site, looking for that second round win.
Your duty is not
Rez, however, brings Munchkin straight back into the action. Now the 4v4. Footsteps heard. Munchkin pushing forward, able to find one. The Pit now going to be dropping, freeing himself a 3K. Looking to try to step to the aim there. Hyunmin, but Ash fighting back. It's now all on the Mako. Smoke dissipating.
हाँ Foxy
He's right there
9
in the
क्या
open,
shot
Foxy
था
9.
man
Instantly takes his head off. Ops can be carried over, but they can also just buy so many more. Close but no cigar, 9-1. GENG continuing to dominate.
And this is a heartbreaking round for DRX. Kind of what I was talking about earlier with the Hunter's Fury. You feel like you're gonna have to use it just to get a pick to open the map up. And then you're even able to shut down Texture here in mid. Quick trade of it by Ash. But then you get that res to come through.
हाँ
You
Rooster
get Munchkin to just sacrifice himself with that shorty. Get a little bit info, get a little bit of a kill. And then the rest just come flooding through. A beautiful flood.
Double outlaw now.
Yeah.
So continue to find these punishes with the snipers.
Gunman can absorb one body
guys अभी
shot.
stream देख रहे हो guys फटाफट like share and subscribe कर दो
That's the only one.
Quick clear of that. Foxy 9 bounding back behind the wall. Flashback saying, okay, there's a gap here. He's going to try to find a timing, and certainly has. Texture, quick on the peak though. Checks in from yard, is able to go ahead and immediately trade it out. Mako at the same time taking some space, goes forward here, top mid. Gunman dashing up into the corner. Seized for the moment, Paranoia out, not going to be connecting on to anybody here from GENG. Munchkin still up at tower, finding the kill. Genman going to be struck down. TP around, over towards elbow for quick check. Karan cancels it.
Mako though.
Mako is in around the back, and Munchkin does not read that. Midaway shot to be found, but Ash cleaning up one. Now into a 2v2. Another overdrive available here from Texture. Might just pop that for the retake. Karan swooping around. Back up through B main.
I think absolutely it's worth popping Texture's ult.
last player
Spot out.
standing.
Won't be given the opportunity.
Mako
Karan now
nice
has to do
shot
it all. Otherwise, DRX looking to go ahead and finally secure the second round win, freeing, tucking into the corner. Kara not spotting him.
Cover going out.
Smoke set up. Turn back in, recon quickly cleared, doesn't get pinged by that. Swings out and just doesn't know which way to look.
Nice round, DRX, nice
Mako
round.
from above, gets himself a 3K, and gets DRX another round win.
Yeah, it's all about Mako in this round. Able to finally slip past the net and not have GENG be aware. We saw Flashback do it earlier where he was able to get by, but that was seemingly all according to plan for GENG because they were pretty much looking for it the whole time. This round, seemingly don't understand the mid maneuver that Mako makes. And he definitely makes the most of it there. Getting the 3K, getting the round. You feel like maybe 9-3 is potentially doable with how defender side of this map has been looking. I don't know if that's just because of GENG's comp or not. We'll have to see when we get there, but one away from Ash's ult. He would love to find that Nightfall. Really just make this so much more difficult. Ultimate being thought about here. In towards spawn.
Mako, yep, does get in behind. Estrella, however, once again, falling victim to that operator, but Mako now strikes. Paranoia sent. Ash held back for the moment. Karan, however, spotting at the gun barrel, sends out his own Paranoia, saves them all for the time being. Looks to go ahead, scale forward once again, finds the one, but cannot get anything more. Ash dead off screen. Foxy puts the spike now down to the floor. Gets a spot out on the fring. Slow up going to be set up. Has a heal, doesn't pop it. Here's the fake TP there from Mako. Texture at the same time.
Nice,
Just
red
outflanking the
texture.
flanker. Mako dead.
Fuck,
Flashback
man.
It's going to be 10-2. DRX needing to run this back. Do what T1 did just earlier today. Otherwise, GENG might just be sending us into map 2 very quickly.
Absolutely. I mean, so when I look over to what DRX is going to want to do on this defender side, I mean, my big question is can the Cypher provide similar value to what the Sage does here with Foxy 9? That's one of the bigger pieces of the puzzle. Otherwise, you have a lot of the same kind of answer
इधर से भी
in terms of
बहुत
creating
matches देखे
smokes,
मैंने जहाँ से
you know, covering mid, things like that. But it's locking off one of the mains or the other with the Sage, and it was mostly A that we saw Foxy doing it post pistol round. Are you going to be able to accomplish those same goals? But for GENG, I think that's something you're going to be very aware of. Looking for ways to clear that util early, bait things out. Now, you don't have a Sova on the side of GENG, so a little bit tougher kind of get that job done.
Yes, it's correct.
Certainly doable.
Sova नहीं है उनके पास revealers नहीं
The
है.
same kind of things that DRX
सिर्फ
is going to look to do that GENG just did.
But fade भी OP है
Don't
इधर.
allow for those lurks. Contain mid. Those are basically the only round that DRX was really able to get something going is when they lost mid-contain and Mako able to just sneak on by.
Picture, please, Ace. Actually, never mind. Don't do that.
Guys, जो भी
No,
stream
don't
देख
do
रहे हो
that.
guys,
You know what,
फटाफट
actually,
like, share and subscribe कर दो जल्दी से
The
जल्दी.
4K is great. He's already got one.
Yeah.
You're safe.
As expected, I mean, the operator has just been so much of a thorn in the side here of DRX.
Yep.
साले कहीं पे भी देखो
7-3 is
कैमरामैन ठरकी होते.
It's just, he is the best op in the world right now. I don't think there's many who disagree with that. That was a showcase.
I must wait a moment.
Camera getting a good amount of information. Just be a removal of the dart. A little bit of a scale forward into mid here from DRX.
But that's great. This is kind of what I want to see out of GENG. It's early identification of that Cypher util. Dealing with it. Here's one of these crossfires, though. So annoying.
Interesting wall set up here from
Oh, nice shot.
Great opening shot from Freeing. Just get traded back. Hyunmin, the tailwind vested, wants to try to go on a peek. Wall now falling. Shot just whizzes right over the top of Ash's head.
They're going to double down on this.
Okay, well, on the repeat, Hyunmin is able to find that. Gets himself another kill. Just the third one on board. Meanwhile, Estrella holding here. Jiggle peeking out from elbow. Going to be set up quite deep.
30 seconds left.
Estrella now going to look to push forward, gets himself flush against the wall. Bit of a crossfire set up, his flashback over towards connected.
What the fuck?
Just bounds forward into the site, and suddenly, flashback Estrella, both going to be taken down. Wall cuts off that tower access. Karan now pushing forward. Over towards elbow, wrapping around, waiting to try to get the jump here.
Let's go.
Onto Mako.
3v2.
Suspicious about it and wins the fight.
नहीं.
2v2 now. Ooh, a 1v2.
Nice shot, Ray.
Hyunmin clean on the shot. Ash needing to reposition, but he's completely surrounded. Fights the first, turns back to Mako. Oh, gets it done in the end. Would have been one hell of a clutch there from Ash, but DRX win the ever important pistol. They
क्या
take the
shot
first step
था वो
towards
सिर्फ
trying to get a
का
run back
बहन
started.
Just close there. GENG, I mean, on this execute, have got a lot of these angles read, have got a lot of the problems dealt with. I mean, Hyunmin, though, just so ferocious with this Sheriff.
अच्छा.
Hitting so many nice shots. This should have been that right there. Just a bit of a whiff. And Ash is in a lot of trouble, so I think the only thing I'd reconsider there for GENG is that post-plant setup. Kind of just looking to take those individual fights, and DRX wins them. They're going to come through some pretty potent firepower. It is only going to be Munchkin actually this time. Sometimes you'll see...
Where's that damn camera?
Where is it? It's somewhere in the corner. It's hidden. We know it's there. Ah, whatever. But usually it's actually Texture who's grabbing these Sheriffs in the eco rounds for GENG. So kind of curious to see Munchkin with it. He's already gotten pretty far tucked up. Has his toxic screen to kind of see if he can create a little bit more space. So I think Hyunmin ahead of it, maybe?
Oh, if he just pre-fired it. Drone coming up over the top, and there is no rescue available. So there you go. Sheriff left on the floor. Or just going to be taken here. A little bit of spam out into main. Mako able to scare them off.
अरे इसका तो पूरा ऐस का तो पूरा आ गया भाई.
Looking to try to brute force your way somewhere.
Frame rewrapping.
Nice maneuvering in that smoke.
30
Waiting
seconds
for the
left.
timing. Smoke now recycled. Keeps it quiet.
Oh no.
Does he decide to go? The answer is now, but Karan
No,
still watching
fuck.
behind, is able to find that kill. Spot
Oh,
out.
fuck.
Karan puts the Spectre to good use and suddenly start scratching your head. Time is not really there. Estrella needing to try to hold the line, but Karan is just full sprinting and running them down.
What the fuck, man?
Spike now planted. Mako down to 75. Wall cuts off elbow this time around. So the wheels have come off. Ultimately, I think you might just have to save.
Yep.
Where are you?
I'm working against them.
We'll catch them.
And as the haunt goes through, Hyunmin will just tuck back. Joining in alongside Mako, but Karan's still on the hunt. Looking for a little bit more. Got himself 3. That's where he's going to rest for now.
Nice,
Mako
nice.
will stop him from taking these weapons out of their hands, but that is a thrifty here from GENG. Off the back of one recovered Spectre.
You just can't give them any opportunities. They're just too good. And this is all Karan. Just winning this round,
W
running and
eco
gunning.
round by Jin. Yeah, brah,
Yeah.
W.
Frustration there
Damn.
for DRX's coaching staff. Felt like, you know, maybe they were going to be able to get off to a good start. Maybe make this look like Haven. But GENG had other ideas.
Damn good. Yes, bro.
Continued
Damn good.
re-aggression in towards mid paid off. Now you got Munchkin holding a tight angle, but quick little peek there from Hyunmin. He gets out, only taking a bit of damage. And Munchkin just gonna try a different angle there. Still a couple rifles you gotta be considerate of. As GENG, look at this, they are stacked here. Looking for some kind of push out off the back of this toxic screen. This gives you some level of control. This gives you control over that A-link angle. They're gonna start
गाइस जो भी
scaling
स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो
forward.
गाइस फटाफट लाइक कर जल्दी से
Even more
लाइक शेयर
space now
सब्सक्राइब
alive to
करो
get
गाइस
top mid.
Darts on the other side of the toxic screen.
Estrella clearly realizing this, now has it confirmed by the Prowler. Mako taken down, Munchkin able to find that kill, now the push getting ready to come through. Jump onto the corner, Gunman able to find one, looking for a little bit more, but eventually gets flushed out as Ash claims the kill, freeing similarly dead as Texture finds him. Now you've got Carr on a late linger. Potentially ready to intercept both of these players here in mid. Just watching for the cross at stairs, in towards the link. Spots out one, takes the shot, flashback.
Oh,
Just manages to
nice.
sit him down, but
flashback
it's
nice
tagged at 20.
हाँ
The only recourse
so save the game
is to scoop up this Vandal and run for the hills.
Yeah, just really love the way that GENG thinks about playing mid, the way that they're waiting for that toxic screen to make their moves. Some of that util,
nice
even if
nice
it comes through, can be a little bit too late for DRX. And then by that point, you're already past mid-stairs. You're almost to mid-top before you really know that GENG's made it that far, and then you're scrambling to react. GENG there also using the Neon really well. I'm starting to really like the Neon here as the choice of duelist on this map. Quick rotations, you able to kind of break those angles a little bit better.
You have
Things like
relay
that.
bolts to try to go ahead and clear corners.
Yes.
And that's why I'm a little bit puzzled to see the Jet in play here. Because this is one of the last duels I kind of anticipated to see on this map.
Agreed.
Felt like it was going to be Neon, Yoru, maybe if you're going for a bit of a double duelist setup, but Raze because you have Boombot as well as Paint Shell to clear out some of these hard angles.
Yep.
Opting to go for the Jet, and unfortunately for Hyunmin, it's a very rough game.
Yeah, I feel like Jet kind of Waylay probably going to be the hardest to make go on this map. As far as the duelists
nice
go,
nice
I
NJ
think you're seeing why GENG.
Well, it's been a rough go of it, and it
कैसा
continues
था
to
भाई
get
smoke
rougher.
पे
Texture just able to find the shot through the wall. Smoke going to be cycled in. Still taking some pot shots here. GENG look to bring this to a very quick finish.
oh
Well, Mako, just as snappy.
Yo! That was
nice
pretty
clean
nasty.
shot
That's a bulldog too.
Can't be him, the Mako. Hell of a shot to give Texture another death. Ping reveal on the Foxy 9. Mako more than happy to just stay tucked and try to maintain this passive control. Munchkin at the same time dead. Mako now swinging out, striking. Foxy going to be good for the kill.
Spike down mid.
Karan ends up getting taken out. It's now all down to Foxy 9. 4 bullets remaining here in the mag. 2 players with barely any health to speak of. Sends the heal here on himself. Does have the spike under his control.
30 seconds
Reading
left.
this late push here, but pulls off the angle. Not sure if Astray actually
I think
caught
he
a
saw him.
glimpse, though. It seems like no.
He pinged the other link.
Looks like they're going to try to split things up a little bit, though.
वाह ये कौन सा ट्रिप है
He walls off backside. Going to be in with a real chance, so there you go. Locks himself in towards yard. Spike now planted. Flashback would have to break this down. Might just play it quietly. Might just try to go for a cam setup, get some information to feed over to Estrella. But Foxy in with an opportunity to try to bring this map to its conclusion right here, right now. Slow orb's going to be sent. They have to double face into him. They split them apart.
ah nice
No. Snappy shot, Estrella.
W
Doesn't give him the chance to try to bring
W
this one
gaming.
to an end. DRX hold on by a thread.
Yeah, this is one of those rounds where you're seeing better fundamentals here from DRX in terms of holding the crossfires,
yes Rooster
being
Nice round.
disciplined with those angles. This is just a little bit of a
गाइस 13 बंदे स्ट्रीम
sucks
देख रहे हो गाइस प्लीज
be
यार
you,
लाइक शेयर
Hyunmin.
सब्सक्राइब कर दो यार जल्दी से
disgusting
जल्दी
for Mako.
जल्दी से जल्दी यार
Working
W
their angles
भाई
really
क्या
nicely,
मैच चल रहा
setting
है
up the crossfires in mid.
जो भी
Kind
स्ट्रीम
of
देख
more
रहे हो
of what
गाइस
GENG
फटाफट
was
लाइक
doing to
शेयर
them on the other
सब्सक्राइब
side
कर
of the
दो यार
coin.
300
Playing right
सब्सक्राइबर
off that
कंप्लीट कर
camera,
दो गाइस
just
जल्दी
in
से
case
जल्दी
Foxy had tried to clear it.
एंड गाइस जो भी स्ट्रीम
gonna
देख
be
रहे हो
quick.
बताओ कौन जीतेगा
Try to
DRX
get
कौन
that
जीतेगा गाइस
last
बताओ
player dealt with. Haunt up and over in towards mid.
Scanning ahead.
It's going to open up a little bit of the map for them, freeing in response. Sends out the recon dart.
Deploying drone.
Don't know where that went.
रेडिक जेंजी जीतेगा रूस्टर
Drone
डियर
not
अबे
gonna
साले
see a
रूस्टर
lot.
पलटू
That's a lot of
बाज
info.
Yeah,
साले
spot
पलट
on
जाता
two.
है
It's going deep enough.
अभी
No
तो
one
जेनजी का सपोर्ट कर रहा था
ready and willing to clear that. So decent amount of info going to be gained here for DRX. Granted, the Gen G has just continuously played around this mid. Doesn't really tell them where this is going to end up.
वाह रूस्टर
Could use a
वाह
nightfall either to clear A site or
व्हाट
just
अ
clear
डीप
top
थॉट
mid.
भाई व्हाट अ डीप थॉट
Broke off on the window.
They're making noise.
A little bit being made as there's the nightfall, there's the paranoia texture sliding forward, looking for the punish, has the relay bolt
Oh,
connected,
what?
but free
What?
again to just hold down M1. Stays alive, and you can see how much of that was just decay.
guys आठ बंदे
Straight
stream
now
देख रहे
being
हैं guys
pulled
don't
to the
forget
swing,
like
finds
share
the
and
second
subscribe
kill,
guys
Ash on the
please
floor.
यार don't forget like share and subscribe
Foxy
guys
and Munchkin to try to clutch this one out. The
जल्दी
res
से जल्दी
is
like share and
available.
subscribe कर दो
Now, maybe a little bit more likely to try to come through, but Tailwind forward gets ahead of the potential wall setup. Foxy 9 now dead. Spike
W
on the ground.
W round DRX W round
Munchkin would have to kill 3. And he's just walking in the open, trying to blend in, pretend like he's on the team.
मैंने तो पहले ही बोला
He
था
sussed it
गाइस
out. DRX now up to
उतना
5.
इजी तो नहीं होगा
again, not a
डिफेंडिंग
bad
कोरट पे
idea. Oh, the stun was
मतलब
not
अटैक
actually bloomed yet.
इजी तो नहीं होगा भाई
So freeing, he peaked
इजी
just a
होता
little bit
तो
too
वो
early.
लोग आज
Freeing wasn't quite in the stun state yet.
VCT और ये स्पोर्ट्स में थोड़ी
A little
खेलते
bit of a misplay with the util there.
है ना
Still have to back
हमारे
the
ऐसे
ball
नॉर्मल
here.
खेलते
Gonna be
इस जो भी
relatively
स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो
okay,
डोंट फॉरगेट
yeah.
लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब गाइस फटाफट
Genji,
लाइक
oh,
शेयर
think
एंड
about this.
सब्सक्राइब कर
one
दो
thing I
जल्दी से
wouldn't
जल्दी
mind-
इस जो भी स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो जो भी स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो गाइस फटाफट लाइक कर दो शेयर कर दो एंड सब्सक्राइब कर दो प्लीज यार 8 बंदे स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो तो लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब तो बनता है गाइस प्लीज यार कर दो यार इतना तो कर ही सकते हो तो गाइस जो भी स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो गाइस डोंट फॉरगेट लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब प्लीज यार कर दो यार जल्दी से जल्दी लाइक कर दो शेयर कर दो एंड सब्सक्राइब कर दो जिसने भी गाइस डिस्कॉर्ड ज्वाइन नहीं किया जाकर डिस्कॉर्ड ज्वाइन कर लो मैं आप लोगों को डिस्कॉर्ड का लिंक दे रहा हूँ एक्सक्लेमेशन डी डालो इन द चैट एंड एक्सक्लेमेशन इंस्टा पे जाके इंस्टा पे फॉलो कर लो गाइस जो भी स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो गाइस जल्दी से जल्दी फॉलो कर लो इंस्टा पे ओह व्हाट द फक व्हाट इज दिस बिहेवियर मेरे भाई
By basically closing out a Thrifty. Gunman, however,
Oh,
with the option to go
nice
ahead and find some
shot.
value.
Take flight.
Little bit of deja vu of Duelist with op kills, Viper outside B.
I'm out of here.
This time to the benefit of DRX rather than the disadvantage.
You just now you got to use a bunch of util to clear this space. I mean,
Considering it, but
yeah, I don't know.
seems like the call is to leave him dead. Just grab the Vandal, leave the corpse behind. Texture gonna be sliding forward and freeing. Not able to find the second kill. Estrella
Oh,
similarly
nice,
gonna be clocked out. Wheels
Nice
starting to come off
shot,
down here in the
guys.
round for DRX. Knives popped. Player advantage is theirs. And gets spotted. Still can't be collected. Tap of the plant. Paranoia sent. Bouncing around the back here. Hyunmin able to find the headshot. Mako cleans up Texture.
Nice W
Up
round
to
by
6,
DRX.
DRX halfway there to try to deliver an overtime.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much to worry about in these post plants, especially without the Sage for Gen G. Or,
Yes,
you know,
W round,
any of
W
your
round.
smokes either. Makes it very annoying. That's a tight angle. Hyunmin puts to good use. It looked like maybe might be a moment here. Like the instant pop of the blades there for Hyunmin. Still feeling like they've got a chance.
W by DRX.
For sure. This map looks extremely defender-sided today.
See, considering a very fast hit,
Oh,
this is going to be
fuck,
countered by
man.
Foxy 9, able to find Estrella. Karan now TPing forward, gets himself up into tower. Mako's position going to be noted here by the Prowler. Finds one through the box, but then Karan peeks out, finds the elimination there, and freeing similarly dropped. Hyunmin flashback, now needing to do everything in a 2v4. Push from tower, the orb blooming once again, cutting off that vision. Flashback sticking around. So smoke forward. Karin holds it well.
Oh, nice shot.
Back, picks a lot of places, able to find Karin, but still needs so much more. What a return to the stage it would be if he was able to find this clutch right here, right now, to try to keep things going, get some wind back into the sails of DRX, but at the moment, GENG, they're just playing with him.
Whoa!
But he hits an ungodly transfer with the ping reveal.
What the fuck?
He scales forward before the neural depth can come in. My goodness. Flashback. Not missing much of a beat, it would seem, in his absence. Nearly makes a go of that. Nearly leaves our jaws down on the floor. But in the end, GENG, they do close out the map.
Yeah, our first look at Corrode here at Pacific, and, you know, feels very defender-sided, man, but I think, again, some of the agent choices here for GENG, a little bit better read on their attacker side in terms of how to approach the map overall is what gave them the edge versus DRX. So some things to consider. Like you mentioned, I'm not so sure about the Jet.
Oh, nice.
I really like Neon on this map. I think that's a really solid overall choice for Duelist, and I expect to see a lot more of that from other teams going forward. A double Duelist, I think, could work pretty well on this map, potentially, too. But Viper seems pretty key for that mid control. Those are the bigger takeaways that I'm seeing here so far. Double controller, very, very important on this map. There's just so much space to cover.
For sure. Well, a little bit of a rally back. Maybe the gears starting to turn here for TRX, but they elected to go and take us here to Corrode. Now they're going to have to contend with GENG on their map of Haven, which has been pretty rock steady for the Tiger Nation. All things considered, though, GENG, they end up playing it safe a bit here on Corrode. It works a treat. We'll go ahead and send it back over to the analyst desk, though, to get their thoughts.
Chalo guys,
Well, I think GENG was really
guys,
good
जो भी
on
stream
Corrode.
देख रहे हो guys,
You
फटाफट
were
like,
definitely
share and
onto
subscribe
something
कर
big
दो
time
जल्दी से
also,
जल्दी.
saying
Like,
that
share,
GENG
subscribe,
allowed
like,
Corrode
share and
for a
subscribe,
reason. But
guys,
Pilsky,
please,
what do you
guys.
make of this?
I mean, oh man,
I'll back into a
DRX,
minute.
that attacking side was super rough. Like, I think it's almost a bit egregious to pick Corrode into this series and then play an attack side like that. Like, they were just dry contacting into everything, getting picked apart. The op was absolutely destroying them, and it just really didn't look like, outside of DRX finding some success on the dry contacts and actually being able to turn it into somewhat of an exec, that they had really that many ideas on their attacking side. I think this needs a rework.
Yeah, I felt like they were trying to get cheesy with this pick, you know. That's the best way I can describe it, is they felt like, well, GENG won't have had any time, so we'll go ahead and pick this, and we'll just beat them because they don't know, they haven't played as much of the map as we have. But I think GENG found a great answer for the first time you're able to play this map in unofficial, and yeah, DRX, just the ideas did not come to fruition.
Yeah, I do also like the return of Flashback. I think Flashback was pretty critical to any of the round successes that DRX was finding.
I agree. I think Flashback did not look like he'd really missed much of a beat back on the Sentinel role again. So I think that's promising for DRX. I'm hoping that he can slot back into the roster on some more comfortable maps and continue to find impact for them. I mean, I was a little bit worried because it's been a while between drinks for Flashback playing here in VCT Pacific since earlier in the year, but he didn't look out of place at all.
You know, it fit back in very, very naturally. Almost won that clutch in the last round there. Thought he might have had it, but
looking sharp.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be ultimately, but yeah, I felt like it was a strong welcome back for Flashback, but just not enough against this GENG roster. I mean, GENG is so stacked. Everybody really able to shoot hard on that GENG roster, so DRX just not finding the opportunities that they need.
Now, we were looking at the agent comps briefly before we went into the first map of Corrode, and it looks like, you know, the Korean teams are just sticking to the foundations of Valorant. But I think what we really liked was the Sage use on Foxy 9.
I mean, first time we've seen a Sage and a Sova on Corrode. I don't think the Sova really was great. I mean, they were darting to take A or B main in various forms on attack for DRX, but I don't think that the drone was enough to push the Neon off some of those info lines. They had to dry contact a lot. I think the Fade was a better fit in terms of that init slot, and Ash was playing a phenomenal game, so I think there was a bit of an init competitive, both in terms of choice and in terms of player performance. But I agree, the Sage from Foxy9, I don't know if it's necessarily because the Sage is really good, because it's very choke pointy on this map, and we have some replays to look at as well, you know, to kind of illustrate both of those points. First of all, I mean, we're going to look at texture on these info lines. There's a drone that doesn't really do a good enough job of clearing him, and he's able to pick a player for free. He's just posting on these lines. Look how many players he's killing for free before DRX is able to get anything done, and that's just not good enough. When you're going to pick this on attack, and you just dry walking into an op, getting picked apart, then that's just not acceptable.
It's a really nice way to approach a new map as well, because people don't really know quite yet what the strongest op lines are. They're not really sure where to invest that utility, how deep you're really able to get on that defender side. But I mean, I think it's clear why GENG left this open, because they knew that they could pick that defender side first if DRX did pick it. And now when we look across to this Sage from Foxy9, I think this is where they really, you know, understood that they were going to start on that defense. But we just look and they dominate the chokes. This map, as Alex was saying in his interview at the start of today, it's a big map, but it plays small because these chokes are so tight. So picking the Sage simplifies that map and just forces DRX to stop at these choke points.
And DRX just didn't work map control well enough to be able to destroy these Sage walls. You know, on maps where you're more familiar with the Sage being on the map, you know, you're going to take your time, you're going to default out, you're going to break the wall, like on Split, for example, where we always saw the Sage wall in middle. You're going to break the wall, you're going to spend some time, but unfortunately, DRX, they really didn't get enough map control to be able to deal with the Sage wall well, and unfortunately, a lot of the time, they ended up just getting absolutely crushed in the choke points by either a Sage wall, or they were trying to execute into a slow orb here, and they just get completely cancelled by one piece of utility.
And you can tell DRX don't have the reps on this attacker side yet. They don't know how to work the map, bait out all of this utility. But yeah, but then Foxy9 starts like doing these fake walls and kind of walking in front of it. I feel like Sage is a great pick almost always when the map is new, because you can simplify it to your needs and slow down these hard bursts that people tend to be reliant on until the map is a little bit more figured out. So I really do like this approach from GENG.
Yeah, I'm curious on your opinions now that we've seen this early take on Corrode. You're saying this is a good agent to start with here, but as we mature more into Corrode, would you say we should be keeping the Sage?
I think we need to see how teams deal with it, but I think it could be a decent pick. Like, you even saw it on attacker's side there, the wall in towards heaven. You saw some progression orbs into heaven from the Viper as well. I thought that was very strong. That makes the retake a little bit harder for the defenders. MVP going over here to texture. This dude was just absolutely doming with the op. He was having an easy time on defense, just posting up. It was great to see, but look, yeah, we'll see if we get some more Sage, because that was the first Sage in an official we've seen on Corrode, and it absolutely destroyed DRX. They did not know what to do against that.
They were at the point where they were double opping on both sides of the map.
Why would you not? Yeah.
And he was slide opping. I mean, they didn't win that round, but it was still kind of insane way to bounce back.
DRX just had nothing to deal with it. They were like, there was a drone, there was a dart in A main, and that was it. And then they were like, I guess we got to try to shoulder the op, and they were getting picked.
Now we are going to be going into map 2. So DRX picked Corrode. That did not go in their favor at all. But as we go into the second map, how are you guys feeling about at Haven?
You gotta feel very confident for GENG. You can see this is a map that they pick heavily. If you go back and look at the results all through Toronto, some of the other events we've got going on, they are on a streak on this map. They're beating everyone from every region on this map. And if you look more so at DRX, they've been copying the GENG comp most recently on this map and trying to play like them when Flicker was, you know, floating around the roster a little bit, being a little bit less consistent from them. So I think GENG are going to be feeling very confident that they're going to be taking this series 2-0. But look, we'll see what DRX do prep for us here.
I mean, GENG just love this map. Since swapping from that Teo to the Sova, they've gone absolutely flawless in all of their officials on this map. So the mountain is big for DRX, you have to say. I mean, I think that there is a lot... I don't even know how to word this, to be honest. There's a lot they have to do to beat them today. I do think the one thing that they kind of have going for them is GENG play the same way. They're going to know what they're going to see from GENG, but that doesn't seem to matter because people don't seem to really be able to stop GENG, even with full knowledge and information.
I want to see what DRX is going to bring into this map, because if we remember the last time we saw them with Flashback, they were playing double duelist. Flashback was playing a Neon running absolutely everywhere. He had Hyunmin on the secondary duelist. That's definitely something they can flex back into. It's a look that we haven't seen from them in quite a while.
I think that would be way better. That's really what I want to see. I think just taking GENG's style, taking that Viper from GENG, you're not going to do it better than than they are. Play to your own strengths. Play to what's unique for you. That's what I would like to see from DRX.
Well, we are going to need to see it from DRX, or we're going to get another 2-0 today from our Masters winners. And
Right.
here are the comps. Yeah, your tone tells me you're not thrilled.
Well, we are going to get a mirror, the only difference being that Flashback will play Cypher and Foxy9 will be on the Killjoy. GENG doing what's tried and true for them, what they used to. DRX, once again, running the same comp that they were running with Flicker in the roster. He had a great debut on the Viper. It's going to be up to Estrella to play that Viper, which, look, he didn't look fantastic on Corrode. Hopefully he's feeling a little bit more confident, because if he's going to need to have a Munchkin-esque performance against Munchkin himself.
Yeah, really need a bounce back there, but I'm not sure anyone can do it better than Munchkin. It's an uphill battle here for DRX.
It is definitely an uphill battle, and you can see why all the talents have picked GENG today. We're going to send it back to our casters for Haven. It's up to you, Achilleos and Paperthin, to take it away.
And that's exactly what we shall do. DRX going to be reeling after the loss there on Corrode, maybe thinking they were going to have the upper hand, saying, okay, we got back a little bit sooner, we have a little bit more rest, a little bit more prep time to try to get this map ready. Well, GENG, I don't know. I don't know how much practice they really got on the map, but they clearly look very well in tune with it. Now we go over to Haven, which has been a mainstay for GENG.
Yeah, it's a map they don't need much practice on. They are very, very efficient at this. Trying to bait out early contact here. Estrella gonna be backed off, looking for that Cypher util. Gonna get identified by the camp. That's gonna be Texture's go signal to just back off, try to figure out another angle of attack, or at least create a little bit of presence somewhere else, see if they can pull some attention. DRX, though, I think pretty aware this could have been a re-clear of Garage. I thought maybe that might be where GENG ends up leaning, but looks like B may be the actual answer, lining up for some shock darts to clear any trips that could be in there.
All going up, smoke blooming here at the front. Door shut in GENG's face here for now. Sights now shifted towards C. Tripwire going to be set up on the exit of the garage. Paranoia, well, Texture just slides right under that one, and Henman is able to find the kill, but now the bite out from Munchkin finds freeing. Flashback once again, needing to do wonders here for the team, but cannot find that second shot. It's just going to be a tiny bit of damage as Ash goes down to 70. Suddenly Mako, the last one alive, all weapon upgrades. Effectively a world away from him. Unless he can find one there within the enemy poison orb. Trying to take it one step at a time. But now spotted out. Paranoia clears the one angle. Munchkin just spamming across. Goes down to 48. Mako pulls back away, avoiding the shock. Breaking this is nigh impossible, especially with 20 HP. The turret now a threat in its own right. Will swing out. Ash will claim it. GENG 2-1 in pistols.
Yeah, it's just so hard to deal with. You know, Texture's just driving on in there. Pedal to the metal. Karan's following right up, and even though he dies for the cause, Karan so willing and able to gain that extra space, get those extra couple kills behind the sacrifice of his duelist. Then the follow-up, very, very nice. GENG very, very fired up. Want to just close this series out.
It's full classics. Ping reveal onto Munchkin. Mako. He's just fully strafing forward here into A lobby. Tucked into the corner. How much of a read on this does Foxy have? Seems like a pretty decent one.
Yeah.
He's checking for the angle there, but Mako has since backed away. Same time, Estrella dead. Right, pen weaponry. As Munchkin does manage to find one, freeing dead on the B site. Chances of a thrifty very rapidly dwindling here.
And now you've seen nothing over at long A. So you're going to feel comfortable to make that your final destination. Munchkin just going to try to hold a tight angle, but it's been pinged. They're aware. Doesn't matter.
Quickly, it's a shutdown. Being flanked, but hip fire Marshall. Accurate as ever. And Munchkin does read the potential push out of B quite well. Keeps himself protected. Hyunmin now. Spike in play. Does he try to get damage? Does he try to get a kill? Does he just go down the spike slash texture? It seems like it's going to be Ash. Not one of the options that I listed, but there you have it. 2-0 start, flawless fashion. GENG looking to show T1 PRX how to attack on Haven.
Yeah, just that early spam there, catching a kill. Nice shot with the Marshall, so to readjust. And the no-scopes. Kind of funny to see Munchkin without a Guardian and an anti-eco, but still puts the Marshall to darn good use. And just so efficient. That's kind of their MO on this map.
And now the reinvestment, given the money that they had because of the weaker weaponry. So now they have plenty to try to contend with this and make this into a bonus conversion. Foxy going to be noted nice and early from the walkout mid. Forced away with a tiny little bit of damage taken. Karin at the same time, though. Finds a little bit more damage onto Freeing, who's going to stay tucked into the corner, and Munchkin is going to look to try to go on the prowl. Slides forward, there's a spot out, and Freeing has not noted him at all. This would be one hell of a shot, but Munchkin now striking, finds it. Hyunmin quickly replies. Call to reinforce has been made. But given that it's Munchkin that they find and kill, this doesn't really give information over to DRX because so often he's playing on these lurks.
Exactly. There's some good stuff to talk about the way Karan plays this early part of the round too, but we'll wait a moment.
Relay pulled sent, Paranoia connecting on the texture, but he's so damn close that he still finds the shot, and Foxy9 is counter swinging around the back of box. The call to save has already been made. This round is over.
And this is just kind of a neat little new wrinkle that I can't remember seeing from GENG. They've probably done it before, but the way that Karan is actually the one pushing quickly into sewers opens up that extra angle there. And Freeing, I mean, I was going to give him credit. Way to be aware of the negative space there. He was peeking into sewers right away, but he saw Karan there. The back off and then the push up from Munchkin as the follow-up, just not anticipated. It's the way that GENG toys with you. Little mind games they're going to play around those Viper toxic screens over an A is so frustrating to deal with.
Well, GENG doing what the previous two teams could not. They get themselves 3 rounds on the attacker side here in regulation rounds. Converting the bonus, and I mean, it's just so very well played. Hyunmin, a nice shot to try to reply, but then the Paranoia at range doesn't mean much.
Yeah, and also to note, Munchkin using Estrella's toxic screen against him there to get into that corner at long so that he was not identified. So Freeing just kind of left out to dry.
He's just a master of it.
He is. He's the best.
And even without the trophy behind them from Toronto, Munchkin still making very solid argument for being, you know, highest fragging IGL that we have right now in the scene, as well as one of the best Vipers. Let's see if he gets another chance of it here. It's Hyunmin though. First on point to try to go ahead and flush out Karan is able to do so, but Munchkin on the counter spray finds that kill. Weapon on the floor. There's Foxy9 watching his rear flank. Smoke coming through. Mako able to slide past this. Seemingly not having the read. Munchkin now going to be taken down. Flashback finds that one. Quick little scope in. Mako strikes. Shots from Ash to try to dissuade. Ping reveal out here on the texture. Finds one. Diffuse held to half. Ash, his attention going to be split. And DRX narrowly get themselves the round win. Getting them on the board here in 4.
Yeah, it's just one of those little moments there for Foxy9. Was stellar in recent events, but the ping reveal. And yeah, it just slipping past his Mako. Then he's got the Marshall. He's no slouch with it. Ooh, love to see that last one there. Oh, no scope to the dome. Now you've got the operator for Hyunmin, so that's a massive turnaround there for DRX. We have a Hunter's Fury here for Ash. Pit from Munchkin. This looks to be a pacey hit towards C.
Fast lane sent, Hunter's Fury going to be sent out here. Ash trying to find some kills. Flashback fully caught up in the bursts, ends up getting taken down, so the trade up is there. GENG in control as the pit now gets invested from Munchkin. Playing forward here towards the defender spawn side of the
Spike
site.
planted.
And then you have this operator in Mako's hands. I mean, you can see them drifting away. Seems like DRX already acknowledging that they just have no recourse, no way to try to get themselves back into this one, so we'll just be going on the save.
I love the play call here from Munchkin. Turn up the tempo again. It's going to be hard for them to defend against that Hunter's Fury as well. Just too much for Flashback to deal with, as good as he is. Get that pit down, get the round secured. Get yourself another one. And just instantly rip that momentum back away. But look at Free.
Tucked into their spawn, but I don't think he's particularly hoping that anyone comes his way, and they will not. So we'll be able to hold on to this weapon. Already has a Hunter's Fury online, so there's no real reason to try to play for any kills. You're not really going to be putting a dent in GenG's economy. So Operator will be carried over, but GenG continue to stretch the lead here. This, yeah, great reveal out. Found maybe a little bit too aggressive going forward into backside. Loses his life, but they have that second layer to make sure that it's traded.
Yep. Now you got a Hunter's Fury for freeing.
And exterminate.
He and Estrella at the moment, 0-4 each.
It's been rough.
Toxin screen down.
Ooh.
Mako slotted forward. Munchkin, however, not peeking the angle at long, so Mako just gonna retuck. Foxy trying to find an opener. Does end up getting taken down, but Munchkin does very much the same. Quick pick, Mako dead, Poison Orb lineup coming in. Snakebite gonna be lobbed in as well, but this is all a little bit of a ruse. Trying to keep them interested on this A site as the spike still continues to get ushered over. So even though they've identified the operator, it seems like GenG still going to favor their odds at overwhelming Hyunmin.
I'm out of here.
Texture going to go bounding forward, but the overdrive is available. Hyunmin immediately popping that here in response. Paranoia gets dodged, freeing. Ooh, she goes out, Munchkin. Slotting forward here into backside. Shots flying from Estrella. Takes his timing and gets the transfer, Munchkin.
Poison's cupcake.
Just looking to dominate them here. Finds a third. Neural depth invested. Ping reveal out. Trying to dance around this one, but Ash still holding his own. Flashback finding one. Texture slides forward. GenG is not allowing for DRX to double up the round count.
This is such a frustrating round to play against because of what Munchkin is calling on the board. It's the Poison Cloud into the Snakebite over on A, the fast lane on C. It looks like it's going to be a hit. You get the overdrive baited out, but the whole time, Munchkin's just slipping into the back of B site, and they have no clue. And then he finds the perfect moment to get that 2K. He's just when he's on point. I mean, not only is a great fragger, but
I mean, he just looks like the best
he does
IPL in the world.
He does. Rounds like that.
It's just unbelievably well read. And I look at Munchkin from last year, this year, like basically ever since he joined GenG, and I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
Because
I know.
I mean, look, a lot of it's going to have to be to do with, you know, the coaching staff, Solo, HSK.
Sure.
Absolute legends in their own right. But when you compare Munchkin to his previous teams when he was on T1.
Yep. Crazy Raccoon.
I mean, Jesus Christ, he was doing some of the dumbest things that I'd ever seen over at Lock-In. And now it just looks like he just looks like a genius. He's been a genius.
Well, I think you got to give credit to both him and the coaching staff for being able to harness that energy, right? Being able to control the chaos that Munchkin wants to naturally bring, and he puts in so much work. I'll say there, Estrella is trying to hold an angle.
Lucky to get away.
But he just reads his opponent so well. I mean, you could see it in the prep, right? The time that he puts in. And then he's still a great fragger somehow. Just, you know, sitting on his iPad studying VODs all day. And then he comes through and can just pop the heck off with some of the nastiest transfers you're ever going to see. What a treat it is to watch the player he's become. Just an absolute joy. I don't know if that saw anything or not.
Well.
No, it did not. Now Freeing knows.
Yeah, it does get the spot out. How much more he saw behind Munchkin is kind of the question, though. Well, certainly should have seen more than one player.
You would think so. But it is a weaker buy here, so could be a little tough even with the read for DRX, but ooh.
Hell of a shot there from Freeing. Desperately needed. His weapon's just going to be juggled back. Texture not wanting to give them anything for free. Yep. Chuck it off the side of the map.
30 seconds left.
Mako peeking, shooting. Munchkin take it down. Great shot here from Mako. Quickly repositions to the top of the box, and it's going to be Hyunmin coming up with another one. Hit fire coming through. Karan striking back, able to find flashback as the Hunter's Fury goes across, but things are getting scattered, and Mako is coming out on top. The Thrifty going to be found all the same. Weapon juggle away or not, they will have their upgrades, and DRX, off the back of the timeout call, get themselves a second round win.
Yeah, in this round, GenG's pretty readable. They don't make anything super confusing, and on top of that, DRX hitting some nasty shots with the Sheriffs and the Marshals. That headshot on the Munchkin from Mako in particular. Really a difference maker here. So it's been weaker buys that DRX has been able to find. Their 2-round wins on this defender side. And I think part of that is just kind of the confidence of GenG to just sort of play a little bit more basic going up against those Thrifties, just thinking, well, our firepower could just get us over the line anyway. I think you're going to see a little bit more kind of change up in the methodology here for Munchkin and company. This time showing a little bit of presence at long A, but throwing a little bit of a different look into the equation, having Karan out front.
क्या बोल रहा है मैच खेलने आजा
over
आजा
there as
भाई
well.
कॉम्प के लिए
Foxy.
BCA लगा के
play
एफ
with
के
the
गया है
front of
क्या
B.
नहीं भाई
See if
नहीं
anybody
गया
can
हूँ
hold that
मैं
angle
हूँ
again.
अभी थोड़ा बात कर रहा था फोन पे
See if they could double
अभी
down on it.
खेलूंगा नहीं भाई अभी
Really
कॉम्प
gonna
पे
be
नहीं खेलूंगा मेरा
available.
मीटिंग है थोड़ी देर में
You're just gonna go and try and
तो
explore
अभी
the
तो
map a
कॉम्प पे
little
नहीं
bit.
खेलूंगा गाइस 11 बंदे देख रहे हो गाइस
Really
फटाफट
tough
लाइक
to
शेयर
invest in this
सब्सक्राइब कर
round.
दो जल्दी से जल्दी
Not giving any info away. Waiting out this
जेंजी
recon dart.
ये लगा के क्यों जाऊंगा मैं
very
डीसी
shallow
क्यों
one.
जाऊंगा डीसी नहीं कर रहा हूँ जा रहा हूँ
Freeing looking like he's well aware of that. Mako quick on the peak, quick on the kill. Texture going to be taken
Marco.
down. Paranoia at the ready. Sends it, and that's going to be Gen
मैं
G
बोल के गया था
saved
कॉल
off.
था कॉल पे गया था बोल लेजेंड तू
Re-wrap,
खेल ले अभी अभी नहीं
re-wrap.
खेलूंगा मैं
Seems
मैं
like
रात को आऊंगा।
DRX starting to
30
get
seconds left.
decently strong understanding the tendencies here,
Uh-huh.
Gen G.
नाइस शॉट डाट
Util to be cleared, just going to be a straight up playing this hard 90-degree angle. Relay bolt to try to further delay. Paranoia sent the TP forward. Estrella now striking, gets himself on the board. The spike going to be stranded. Needing to try to flush him out of position. Munchkin able to find the one.
10
Hyunmin now
seconds left.
holding the door, and the call to back off has been made.
हाँ ओके रात को आ जाऊंगा
Proxy 9 at the same time.
11 बंदे देख रहे हो गाइस
Trying to
फटाफट
take the
लाइक
position
शेयर
to open the
सब्सक्राइब
backstab, but
गाइस
ultimately
कर
has
दो
to see
यार
tucked at hell. DRX.
Huh?
2 consecutive round wins. Can still try to rescue this half.
Yeah, you're seeing some really nice adjustments here from DRX and some of the tendencies that we've seen earlier. You've seen Karan be the one to TP. You know, you might be questioning why Estrella held on the snake bite so he doesn't give away his position. He recognizes the time on the clock, knows that if he takes down the planter here, it's probably round over. He's got Hyunmin behind him for a little bit of support, and they're reading these rotations really nicely, and especially with Mako up on that box, just completely thwarts the A hit from Gen G. Doing a nice job finding some of these mid-half adjustments.
तो गाइस जल्दी से
Check
जल्दी लाइक
forward,
शेयर
Munchkin.
सब्सक्राइब करो और बताओ कौन जीतेगा
Sliding back into a main.
लग तो रहा है मेरे को जेंजी जीतेगा
Getting flushed along the wall there by Sewer. Keeps himself safe for the time being. Bit of a big change up on it. The tripwire set up there from flashback. As Freeing ends up getting caught. Munchkin quickly exiting. Kill found. The pivot starting to come through. Mako rather still going to be scaling forward, but Texture here able to find one. Jumps into the corner, slides across, flashback. Does manage to hound him down.
रे
Mako
टेक्सचर
now, pressure on him, strikes for one, gets himself a second. Karan able to trade it back, but now it's going to be the 2v2 with Hyunmin quickly wrapping around, getting himself forward here in front of this smoke. At backside, Recon not getting the reveal, but Karan finds a headshot, and now it's all on flashback. Swinging forward, finds the first, the counter swing out, and
ओह
Ash gets
नाइस
it done.
वन ऐश
Gen G, lock up 6.
6-3 क्या बोलते गाइस क्या होगा 9-3
Counter moves, but some of these early kills
9-3
that Gen G find are going to be
और 8-4
too much to deal with. This one right
और
here by
6-6
Texture, the real
बताओ.
backbreaker, taking Estrella down. Nice work by Flashback, but Mako making a nice play of his own and trying to out-lurk the lurker. Does well to do so. Ash gonna re-challenge Flashback quickly, and he profits. It is gonna be a judge there for Estrella. Operator for Hyunmin. So big round coming up for DRX to stabilize in this half. You almost feel like this is straight out of the GENG playbook in some ways.
ओके रुस्टर देखते हैं.
To run similar
ऐसे 9
stuff.
बंदे स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो यार, प्लीज यार जल्दी से जल्दी लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब कर दो. आप लोगों को क्या ही बोलना गाइस,
Rotation here with
आपको भी
B
पता है
again, but it's been
कितना मेहनत लगता है
bit
गाइस.
dangerous.
प्लीज यार कर दो यार,
Couple of these
लाइक
rounds.
शेयर सब्सक्राइब करने में क्या ही जाता है गाइस. प्लीज यार कर दो, जस्ट लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब भाई, और कुछ नहीं चाहिए ना. 300 सब्सक्राइबर कंप्लीट कर दो यार जल्दी से जल्दी.
Estrella with a judge. Trying to play this one forward. Just frantic spam as util gets sent. Just regularly getting dumped in. Mako up and over the top here on site, spamming, trying desperately to find any kind of connection that he could get. Stray headshot is what he's after. It's not being rewarded with one at all. Foxy9 at the same time, however, is able to find one. Estrella pushing forward, finding two. The judge ringing out, but the covering fire comes in as Ash just mows them down.
Oh fuck, नाइस वन भाई, क्या यूटिल यूज किया है. डब्लू भाई डब्लू.
Yeah, this is such a tough round for DRX to try to find a way into that pit. You didn't have the drone, you didn't have the recon dart available initially, so a lot of time is going to get burned for DRX to try to find ways in. A lot of your util that you have available, try to find info, so you just got to start throwing bodies into it. And GENG's, oh my god.
डब्लू डाउन जेंजी भाई, क्या खेला आफ्टर प्लांट. यस भाई आफ्टर प्लांट मस्त खेले भाई, मस्त खेले.
Just looking so nonplussed.
Yeah, he's just wants to take care of business.
Maybe still tired, still jet lagged, just trying to play this as zen-like as possible. Push coming through here onto the corner. Karan able to go ahead, redraw the weapon. But now, evacuation notice comes through. GENG saying, okay, didn't get the spike down. Let a little bit too much time pass, so they've likely collected themselves around the B site. Show that they're a little bit risk averse, so now pivot, looking towards the A site. Mako, Marshall again in hand, going to be looking to try to create some miracles here for the DRX team. Be coming in, shot, it's going right past the shoulders.
You should run.
Lockdown in play, but it's a very shallow one. Backside, hell, all pretty much open for them to tuck back in. Paranoia gets sent. Hunter's Fury now going across, looking for the tags. Both players able to avoid that. Hyunmin finding one. Texture going to be taken down. Flashback dead, but Karan now able to find Hyunmin. Finds freeing. It's Mako scooping up a Phantom frantically, trying to reposition. It's a peek on the one, and Munchkin. And he puts him down nice and easy.
Nice round. W guys.
GENG up 8-3.
Yeah, this finally, we're able to get one of these rounds to go against an eco, even though, again, it's pretty simple, and you're giving some opportunities to DRX. Nice work by Munchkin, keeping track of Flashback on the flanks. Karan, absolutely disgusting.
Good play DRX. Yes. Nice. अच्छे खेले भाई.
Once again.
पिस्तौल इको राउंड बहुत अच्छा खेले, बहुत गन्स गिराए वो लोग.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yes, Rooster. Correct.
Reminds me a bit of that judge earlier.
Yeah.
Just unlucko sometimes.
9-3 or 8-4. 9-3 or 8-4.
Munchkin with an operator. Not something that we see very often.
That is true. Well, you've got the overdrive. That's going to be kind of a weird one for DRX to see. Thinking, why, oh why? What has he got up his sleeve now? But you've got so much to worry about here. I like this. I like this response. I think the overdrive is being thought about. C's a great site for the overdrive.
Oh, Gunman. Couple shots there into the leg. Take on the TP from Karan, but they do manage to shove them back. Foxy trying to lurk forward, sends out quick little nano. Cam gets situated there in garage, ensuring that they haven't scaled forward. Foxy now set up to try to go on this late lurk. Wall from Estrella keeping him covered here for now. To be a little bit of a late arrival, but it's well read so far.
What the fuck? What the
How's
fuck?
he done that? Mako finds the kill. That's all well and nice, but the B site. The spike's already been ushered over. Foxy swooping down. Immediately dispatches Estrella. Mako needs to do so much, but cannot do anything at all. The Nero invested, but Flashback is just staring at 4 enemies. There is realistically no hope whatsoever.
भाई just a hacker भाई hacker है भाई
Yeah, it's GG here.
I'm still at a lack of words.
Yeah.
Okay, he makes a go of it. He'll pad the stats a
9-3.
little bit, but eventually Karin will take him down 9-3 at the half. GENG once again well out in front. Show me the replay and slow it down. This one, okay. Huh. What the ever-loving hell?
He just one-tapped him.
Was it? Yeah, sliding one tap. Was it texture? I don't remember who it was, but I think that one of the only other kills that really comes to mind of being that crazy on a slide. It was B-site Pearl sliding sheriff shot. Don't remember who the hell did it, but it was a Pacific player. This year.
Yeah, I can't remember who did that.
Chat if you know.
Let us know.
Drop it. I'll open the chat. I'll see if I can be
क्या
reminded.
ही बोले भाई what is
Came
this
from Guangzhou.
what type of sliding भाई texture भाई texture है भाई वो
Maybe it was
कुछ भी
texture.
हो सकता है
I
guys
don't rightly
texture है
know. I
भाई
just remember that it was a nutty play.
गाइस 11
That
बंदे
right there
10
was
बंदे देख रहे हो गाइस प्लीज यार
Yeah, it's
लाइक
just
शेयर
unfair.
सब्सक्राइब
I
कर
mean,
दो
well,
यार जल्दी से
well.
I
प्लीज
know,
यार
and
लाइक
he's
शेयर
getting 2
सब्सक्राइब
kills, and he's
कर
it's all
सकते
just
हो
a
ना
fake,
guys?
It's all just a ruse to make matters worse.
जल्दी से लाइक शेयर
Yeah.
सब्सक्राइब कर दो यार
Never
प्लीज
give
यार
up
कर दो
DRX.
इतना तो
Yeah,
कर ही सकते हो
certainly going to need to claw their way back into this one for sure.
Well, people are telling me that it was in fact Texture who did that. So
It was.
There you go.
He's filthy.
And he's having a relatively quiet map.
Yes.
But he's still just sometimes pulling out kills like that. And now, DRX
थैंक यू रिक थैंक यू
needing to follow in the footsteps of T1 to get the run back, though they would like to avoid overtime.
Yeah, it's
गाइस जो भी स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो गाइस फटाफट लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब कर दो
being
यार
really cautious. Just so afraid. Ooh, damage done there for Foxy. Gunman down to 50. A little bit of a scrape on the Mako. But that's, you know, that's keeping him pinned. That's kind of allowing you to shift your weight over towards B&A still. 'Cause you're not getting any follow-up contact off of that.
जो भी स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो गाइस फटाफट लाइक करो लाइक करो लाइक करो
Make
लाइक
this out a
करो
little bit longer. Still some time though. DRX can make some moves. A little bit longer. Still some being very diligent, waiting out that recon there. So it's gonna force Ash to re-clear the space. Yeah, and he learned the hard way. You can see the quick pivot over from Munchkin.
30 seconds
Spotted
left.
there on the Jiggle Peak. Paranoia to hold him at bay here for now. Some fishing shots, and actually, 2 kills going to be found. Estrella coming up the goods there. Looking for the transfer is Ash. Cannot make it happen. Texture sliding forward as bounding forward out of the smoke. Mako just playing point. Estrella playing off the back of him very nicely.
10 seconds
DRX
left.
set to go ahead and get their second pistol round win here of this series. The right step forward is Foxy 9. Not sure which way to look as he drops down out of heaven. DRX.
गाइस जो
close
भी
it
स्ट्रीम
out.
देख रहे हो गाइस फटाफट लाइक कर दो
Yeah,
शेयर
so,
कर दो 9
I
बंदे
mean,
स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो 10 बंदे स्ट्रीम देख
This
रहे
is a
हो
good read though from Gen G.
9
They just can't hold the
बंदे
line.
स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो गाइस
Some of those
Please
shots
यार,
through
कर
the
दो यार।
smokes. I think there was a reveal. Yeah. with the util from freeing. Sets himself up nicely, so
कर दो यार जल्दी से जल्दी. जो भी स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो गाइस फटाफट लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब कर दो यार. जितने भी बंदे स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो गाइस फटाफट लाइक कर दो, शेयर कर दो एंड सब्सक्राइब कर दो गाइस. 10 बंदे देख रहे हो, आई डोंट नो क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो, कर दो यार. 11 बंदे देख रहे हो गाइस, प्लीज यार कर दो यार. जल्दी से जल्दी लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब कर दो. ओ द फक, ओ मार्को, नाइस 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 नाइस. ओ शॉट 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 है भाई, शॉट है. 90 कर्स. W round, W round, W round.
plan for DRX is play safe, play slow, look for the lurks. As you know that GENG wants to find ways to create those. So maybe just the answer here is be a little bit quick on the rotates. You know, once you get past like that 50-second mark, you can be a little bit more aggressive towards leaning towards one side of the map or the other, but have to wait and see what their plan is. Stack up at C, cleared by Texture's Guardian. Karan on top. Guardian of his own.
Shock darts forward. Tucks back into the smoke. I mean, if they just blind check him, could be a spam angle, but Texture will peek the corner, keeps it cleared. Stops him from gaining more information. And for now, Mako is going to be left to his own devices. Tucked in here at this C-long cubby.
And this is kind of what we've been seeing from DRX. Making some moves, being a little bit cautious in the early part of the game, and now starting to think about maybe heading in. I think trying to bait out, yep, and bait out that nano with the fast lane.
Okay, nice, nice, nice.
Response.
Hold, hold, hold.
DRX still has a ton of firepower.
Holding game नहीं होगा तो नहीं होगा.
Behind all this, GENG has 2 Guardians.
Maybe thinking that there's going to be more behind this, does wisely hold on to that paranoia. Cycles the smoke instead.
There's an alarm bot right in front of Estrella. I think he knows it. And he's
30 seconds left.
trying to find a way to punish Ash.
This late into the round, spot off the neon, spotting them all out. Recon over the top, the swing coming through, and Ash not winning the fight. Estrella able to go ahead and break through out of sewers. As they go piling forward, tucked into the smoke is Foxy 9, flushed out by flashback. Kill coming through, plant now. In play,
GENG
3 players
defense नहीं
remaining.
हो रहा है.
Texture
GENG.
tries to swing around from behind, the wall still raised. Estrella swooping forward, looking for the shots.
Oh,
Eventually, Texture
shot.
rewarded with the kill.
Toxins going up.
Still a 3v4. Paranoia sent. Karan dead. Munchkin. No real way to try to break through this one. But need Texture's involvement and cannot find it. Freeing with that Ares will get himself a nice little upgrade. As Munchkin slides away, holding on to the weapon. DRX getting themselves a massive bonus conversion. Set to go ahead and make
Nice.
this even
W
closer.
round by
Yeah, they're
DRX.
just starting to win battles now. Starting to get some Just baiting out some reactions over at C and B, seeing what they,
Yes,
what is
W
going
round,
on over
guys.
there. And then it's just the
Nice
pivot over
bonus
towards
round.
A. This win
Nice
right here,
bonus.
huge. Ash just walking right through that toxic screen into no man's land. Pays the price. Now they're starting to look really efficient. Our DRX. There's that Ares again, finding some value. And I was gonna say, I think you need a timeout. It's gonna be similar to what DRX did. Lost the bonus, take the timeout. See if you can figure something out here as Gen G. Usually this is a team that's pretty efficient on their defender side. And right now they're really struggling as DRX is just kind of being patient with their game plan, not showing their hand until there's not much that Gen G can really do about it. Even if Gen G is reading it, they're getting shut down. So time to figure something out here as Solo and HSK. Today it's looked pretty good. Are they going to be able to maintain control of this series?
Still an added little moment here for Termin to once again get in with the players. Give them some positive reinforcement as well as any insights that he's been.
Nice play by Marco. Nice play by.
And he's going to try to make Gen G think about what he's doing, but without the plant coming down, they can just wait this out a bit.
30 seconds left.
He's not going to go all the way to A. It's either going to be B or C.
Regardless, he's pushing in to an occupied site. Smoke over to C. B, still the approach. Munchkin pulls off the angle. Checks over towards that
10
A
seconds
connector.
left.
The plant now coming through, and he's right.
Ah!
But Mako down to 10 health. Gets a spike in play. Trying to set up here for the smoke. Tucks back around the corner. Surely even Mako, a player of his caliber. Surely this is a bridge too far. Defuse being held. Gets it to half the retap. Smoke dissipating. Karan protecting. For a second.
अरे
Started to believe
वाइपर
Gen
क्या
Z
हागा है भाई वाइपर ने
back at the
क्या
timeout
हागा
call
है
will
भाई
be able to make that round win come through as they hit double digits. But my God, did Mako really make us think that he's about to be undone.
Just, he's one of those players where you do believe that he can get it done, especially after that. Poor Texture just had no clue. Oh, what a pull. Just like he's
Yes, Riddick, Genji, nice round.
just done it a million times.
That's a thrifty.
That's an operator.
Cam set up, cleared, up now, confirmed in play. Shock that forward, gets rid of the nano here. He's in clear of the utils, the fast lane comes through, paranoia towards back plat, but no one there to receive this damage. Foxy on the peak, ends up getting spotted out. They flush him out through the smoke.
That was a mistake.
Pretty critical one at that. Seemed like maybe Foxy thinking that they were going to be able to get a bigger
Nice.
kill off of that recon, but it was fully blocked off. Spring now pushing forward, takes the fight, finds a kill on a Munchkin. Keeps CRX in with the player advantage. Ping out, Ash finding one, brings it back now into a 3v3. Some spam from Mako, not really finding the connections. The slide forward from Texture.
What the fuck, Texture?
Catches Estrella. Pressure now mounting. Mako holding the angle, finds one, gets a transfer.
Nice
flashback.
DRX.
Swings around on the flank. DRX continue to fight back.
Yeah, this is, as Foxy9 has been really good at holding C site this year. But this one, he just peeks out, gives the info over. That allows DRX to spam that smoke.
W
Like
round
maybe
यार.
they could get this retake going.
W सच
It's
में
also
W
gonna be
round
the
है.
operator gone, but Mako with a great transfer and flashback was quick to make the flank. And now you've got real hope for DRX, because you've got GENG back on an eco. Do have the overdrive, do have the Hunter's Fury though.
Munchkin,
Yep. Whoop.
did your keyboard break?
Please explain.
Placing swarm
Well,
grenade.
it's gonna be a pop of the nano. Foxy darted there by the drone.
Okay.
Yeah, clearly Munchkin a little bit asleep at the wheel. Weapon gets recovered into the hands of Foxy9.
Okay.
Still a little bit of a head scratcher.
Well, just have to wait and see. Still have a couple Guardians. Sheriff, Texture looking for that moment when he can try to get the overdrive into their faces, but silence for DRX. Haven't made any noise in a little bit, but they're waiting here.
Question is, Texture, do you just send the overdrive off the rip, or do you try to wait? Repositions. There's it. Does just go ahead and sends it. Tucks back around the corner, relay bolt, the paranoia. Bolt's gonna be connecting. Texture immediately gonna be collecting three. Foxy finding Mako there at backside. As Mr. 4K
30 seconds left.
on the hunt, looking for flashback. Just sat here within the smoke. The spam coming through. Foxy not will be able to close it out. It's gonna be another thrifty. As GENG get up to 11, 2 rounds to go.
And that is
Nice one.
obviously incredible from Texture. But watch the way that this paranoia hits. Hits everybody. The smokes are so well timed here
Out
by
from the A
Karan.
site.
Yep. Just beautiful from Karan. This, look at this. Karan gets an assist on all 4 of those kills. All of them. That is a crazy good round from your controller.
Placing sentry.
All those smokes in the paranoia is perfectly placed, perfectly timed. And it sets up your star duelist to do what he does best.
And this
Win
is
you rounds.
a huge push coming in here from GENG. Full control over A lobby as Foxy9 gonna be left on a little bit of an island. He's still managing to find 2, nearly 3.
Foxy9, nice one यार.
As things just go from bad to worse. Neural Theft getting the reveal, the tripwire further telling the story.
Come to my world.
Pit now in play. But this is an all-in gamble here from DRX.
You have a Hunter's Fury here. Could use it to clear the pit.
Drone to try to check. Paranoia going to be sent flashback. Noting the garage door. Takes out Munchkin. Some frantic spray. Mako, a pixel spotted, but counter spams back. Texture gone, but Ash eventually able to flush him out.
Enemy remaining.
Push forward, flashback. Looking for that 4K. Cannot make it happen. The Snake Bite going to be lobbed in. Ash swings.
Ah,
looking for
nice,
the fight.
nice round.
But Estrella
Nice
manages
ult.
barely to win it out. Everything in the kitchen sink sent just about. DRX too narrowly managed to come out on top.
Well, now you're going to be back onto an eco, which seems to be good for GENG, but not going to have that overdrive to lead into. This looked like it was going to be round done. A 2 for 1. But a great counter lurk from
Nice round,
flashback. And the spam into the pit, not able to connect for GENG. And Mako and flashback holding strong. Estrella on the back end, able to get the job done. So hope stays alive here for DRX.
I'm out.
Do have a lockdown for Foxy9. They have the Hunter's Fury to counter for freeing. Looking for the opportunity. Try to get these ults to go. Youngmin has the overdrive as well.
Estrella looking for the same setup here. Relay bolt. There's the revealed flashback, gonna be dead. Karan just finds him as Mako TPing up into heaven. Does this go red? Mako searching, but eyes turned. Now he's been spotted. Looking to try to just pincer maneuver here into heaven, and Munchkin does arrive, finds him with a stinger, swaps the weapons over. The counter spam out. Estrella tagged up, forced away. Spike in hand, but site access is denied.
Nice
Gonna have to try
round,
a different
Genji. Come on.
Great awareness from Gen.G. Good U-tilt from Ash. Get the identifications there for his teammates, so he can just make a meal of the entry points. Freeing, just trying to sell a bit of a fake here to open it up maybe for Estrella, but Foxy there just uses util to buy a little bit of time, but Ash shifted him out of the window.
Tucks back away, the turret, all these layers of util. Spike now being brought around here
10
into B
seconds
main. Land onto the corner with just 2 seconds to spare. Coming through while freeing, trying to take point, trying to find anybody here on this linger forward. You can tell that Karan is reading this incredibly well. Texture already in at backside, some shots ringing out. Pit gonna be dropped in, Estrella tagged low, finished off the pit, now blooming, freeing. Just backpedaling into Karan's line of sight. Gen.G will have the defuse, and they will have match point.
Yeah, Genji.
Yeah, just so in control of themselves now, our Gen.G. It's been a little bit back and forth here, but DRX can't afford to have it be a back and forth. It has to be better than that. The ecos again killing them, but this round here, boom, just stepping on out, so ready for that entry is Ash. That is nasty. Mako's TP red. Might as well invest the ults. Just get it to go. Gen.G just needs one more to send DRX packing, and they know it, so they're going to take the timeout. 4 rounds in a row is what they need to send it to overtime. See if we can get a repeat on what we saw in this map in our first series. But I think this is, it's hard to do. I mean, Gen.G does give it up every once in a while, but
Yeah. Much to our chagrin.
yep.
This is looking a bit different. Team looking a bit more locked in. So 4 rounds in a row needed here for DRX.
क्या बोलते हैं एक
Remember, I
round guys.
Yeah, made it over to Bangkok. Had some impact there. Decent performances in stage 1, but then suddenly, you know, the disappearance of Flashback vanished. Some quick pivots needing to be made. The failure to make it over to Masters Toronto. The championship points, not really there behind DRX as strongly as they would like.
Well, it's,
They need every single win that they can get.
yeah, I mean, because you've had Gen.G, PRX, and T1 doing so well this year, it's made it so difficult at the top to catch up in championship points. It is neck and neck up there, so you need every win. Every game matters so much. And this has been a real struggle for them, and now you have tons of ults. I mean, you're still holding on to the counter for the lockdown. But Ash has a Hunter's Fury that he can use at will. Certainly he'll let it rip in this round. He finds an opportunity.
Well, not from this position, he won't.
No.
Finds a headshot, though.
Spike down.
Found around the
A.
back, but no Texture's just holding down the side. Finds Hyunmin.
Nice.
Estrella does manage to go ahead and find that kill, but it is still DRX limping away from this A site, wounded. Still a lockdown
कैसे भी
available for
इको है
Foxy.
भाई
Yeah.
निकाल दो अच्छा एक
This
का
is
पास
playing
गन है
B, and they say, okay, well, we can play retake. Sova's dead, so
Flashback gonna try to reactivate this flank. Gun barrel gonna be spotted, and he has to hit this shot. Munchkin not able to slide away. Gets the spot out, but Texture just holds down M1. Counter spams him, only 8 bullets left in the mag, but he can just go ahead and take his IGLs off the floor.
30 seconds left.
oh. Timing if Foxy had just gone a little bit further forward.
No util here to try to give them the early alert. Estrella and Mako will be able to make their way forward here onto the side, but it's going to be with very limited time. Paranoia sent because they just have no idea about these enemy positions. Foxy now free access into garage. They're just trying to set up here for the lockdown to try to
Oh, what the fuck?
guarantee the win. What?
Don't know.
Texture, you can't keep doing that.
It almost looked like he accidentally clicked.
You're right. Well, Mako needing them to peek out now, needing the backpedal. He knows it's over. He'll get one shot. He cannot escape, and Foxy will chop away and his former teammate GENG. 13-8, take down DRX here on Haven, getting 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, a really interesting series. Got to see Corrode for the first time. GENG looks good on that map too. The map pool still deep for the black and gold. And they came out swinging in Toronto. They come out swinging here, back in Pacific. Just got to see if they can keep up that momentum,
Nice one.
keep that engine churning as they look to make their way into Paris, into Champions. It's a good start.
There it is. For DRX, clearly still some things to work on. Obviously, I think Flashback coming back to the stage after his absence, still looking like a very big bright spot, but there's still plenty to work through when it comes down to the team synergy here for DRX. They will give their fist bumps over here to the side of GENG, who continue on their merry way. We're looking like at the beginning, the
Yeah,
best team over map in
guys.
Toronto. That clearly ended up being PRX, but GENG want to continue to run this back. They want that spot over at Champions for a chance at another trophy here into the war chest of this squad. But there we go. In the end, a little bit of a faster evening than we might have anticipated.
Yeah.
T1 PRX on this double OTs, making it a little bit longer, but that's going to do it here for us at Pacific. We'll send it down to the stage where Bella's going to be standing by for a winner's interview, and then the analyst test will break things down after that. But otherwise, there's going to be more Valorant coming up with a lesser region of EMEA later on, so make sure you tune into that.
Congratulations, GENG. And if I may have Mr. Texture, you okay? 괜찮습니까? 네, 젠지 텍스처 선수 인터뷰 만나보겠습니다. 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
안녕하세요.
हाय हाय क्या कितना क्यूट है.
Oh well, GENG does it again, and what a surprise. We got to see GENG pick up and leave open Corrode so early on. I wanted to ask him, how does playing Corrode here in Pacific for the first time and winning feel like? 오늘 젠지가 또 젠지를 했고요. 코로드를 이렇게 일찍부터 오픈해둘 거라는 게 되게 많은 분들이 예상치 못하셨을 것 같은데 좀 어떠셨나요? 퍼시픽에서 첫 코로드, 첫 승리 가져간 소감?
연습 많이 했습니다. 많이 했고, 네, 일단 했는데 뭐 좀 결과가 나쁘지
कुछ तो बोल रहा है
않아가지고
भाई.
사실 뭐 상대 팀들도 아직 뭐 준비를 많이 했을 거라고 생각을 안 해가지고
कुछ तो बोल रहा है भाई.
도전했습니다.
We had a lot of voices chiming in from the back, but they practiced a lot and they thought it was the right time to leave it open because the other teams probably weren't as prepped on Corrode as well. And we had to see another surprise on Corrode with Foxy9's choice on Sage as well. I want to ask you, whose idea was it, and can you tell us a little bit of the backstory on that choice-making process? 그리고 또 다른 서프라이즈는 폭시9 선수의 세이지 팩에 대해서 좀 반응이 뜨거웠어요. 좀 누구 아이디어였는지 그 과정들에 대해서 이야기를 좀 들어볼 수 있을까요?
과정은 저는 사실 모르고요. 그냥 감코 형님들이 이제 잘 준비해 주신 것 같습니다.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know the specific step-by-step process on the decision-making, but I think it's definitely our coaching staff that put a lot of time and effort into making that comp work for us. And next up is going to be your Stage 1 Finals opponent, RRQ. This will be different this time. You wanna say something to RRQ? 다음 상대는 또 Stage 1 파이널 상대 RRQ거든요. 이번에는 다를 거다. 한마디 좀 부탁드려도 될까요?
그냥 뭐 우리 요즘에 퍼포먼스 좋으니까 조심하거라.
하거라, 조심하거라. Well, we are good nowadays. Our form is good, so you better watch out, is what Texture said. All right, this was GENG's Texture taking that win for our day here, and that's all from us. 감사합니다, Texture 선수.
감사합니다.
What a day. 3 Masters winning teams playing, and GENG still dominating on this stage against DRX, even with the roster change and being officially the first team to win on Corrode in Pacific. Now, Haven, like you gentlemen were saying, this is GENG's map, so unsurprisingly, this has gone very much in their favor.
I mean, this is what happens. This is what happens if you let them play Haven, and it's especially what happens if you play Haven at them with like their own composition. I mean, you're not gonna beat them. It's theirs. They've defined it. They've really, really made a name for themselves using it here in Pacific. So I don't think this is a shock for me that this has ended 2-0. I mean, DRX is not looking good at all in this game. I have to say, I really hope that they're able to bounce back because this is such a powerhouse org that we want to see more from.
Guys, that's one the stream. Guys, don't forget like, share, and subscribe, guys.
They're trying to change. They're trying to play the new map in the pool. They're swapping around their roster quite a bit. There might have been a little bit of overcooked there.
Don't forget like, share, and subscribe, guys.
A little simpler, and that's worked out a little bit better for them. I think the highlight for me for DRX today was definitely Flashback. He didn't look like he really missed a beat. He slotted back into the team, and he was probably one of the better players there for DRX, right up with Marco. But when you look at some of the other boys, even Hyunmin had a bit of a slower day today.
बस बंदे देख रहे हो guys, फटाफट like share and subscribe कर दो यार, जल्दी से जल्दी like कर दो, share कर दो and subscribe कर दो.
It's getting to the point now where Freeing was definitely one of the better players on TRX, but without the Teo, I'm getting a little bit worried looking at some of the statistics on the ENIT. I want to see Freeing start to put up some better numbers for DRX, or it's looking like they're going to start to lack a little bit of firepower, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of other options, right? We saw Freeing move that Sentinel, so there's worlds where you could do that. You could bring Bane back in. I mean, they have so many players now that there's so many options, but I overall not super impressed by how they looked today.
Yeah, and one thing's for sure is that both GENG and PRX are momentum-based teams. It looks like they didn't miss a beat at all, coming back from back-to-back events here. Munchkin doing really well on Haven. I know it made you sweat a little bit for our build diff game, Pilsky.
Oh yeah, I think the casters picked Munchkin in the flex spot. I picked Foxy9, as did a lot of us. And Munchkin at one point was, he was many kills in front of Foxy9. I thought I was going to lose the build there. So look, we'll see what the results are going to be at the end of the day. But Munchkin, I mean, 2 first kills, that's honestly low for him on the Viper. This dude
चलो
wants
guys,
to get aggressive.
तो फिर मिलते हैं बाद में जब स्ट्रीम करूंगा, तब आ जाना guys.
This guy still just gets kills. He still gets
अभी के
away
लिए
with it.
बाय बाय, मिलते हैं बाद में.
No shock. They don't make big sweeping changes. They've played this map the same way for a long time. They're just very good at it. But I felt like DRX walked into all of
Bye bye bro, bye bye, bye bye Rooster, bye. मिलते हैं बाद में.
Should have been as taken aback as they were on this second map. But yeah, DRX have to bounce back next week. I honestly, I wouldn't be shocked to see maybe more roster changes because they have such a big roster to use. But yeah, I think.
चलो, bye bye.
Like I'm second best, someone that you could forget. Got me drinking that heat.